hazelnuts come from Oregon.
Hazelnuts. Oregon or Central Oregon?
Oregon.
Oregon in general. Yeah, 95% of the grass seed that's sold in the United States comes from the valley.
Yep.
I just found that out. Anybody has hay fever, stay away from there for the next like 3 months. It's hellish over there. I mean, so much stuff. Most of the Christmas trees sold around the country come from the valley and from here. Quite a bit of export going on, seasonal export going on from Oregon. I know the hazelnuts. Those are good for you too, if I remember correctly. Hazelnuts and walnuts, extraordinarily good sources of good fats.
Omega-3s.
Omega-3s, yes. Walnuts are great. Fry up some walnuts, throw them in your salad. Oh. Blueberries, walnuts, and oatmeal. Cholesterol's like, what the hell is going on? I can't hold on to this heart any longer. And then it's amazing superfoods. You can put walnuts, grind them up, throw them in there. It is a little funky at first, but get used to it. Why are we talking about this? Because you gave me an apple with poison. Thank you, Trey. Good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Doing okay? Welcome back. Sorry for the quiz being so easy. I'll try to make the next one a little more challenging for you. The point was not to make it hard. The point was to get you to look at that website page. Hopefully you got a chance to go in there and check it out and see what's what. Everybody finding the website? It looks like most of you, the answer is yes. Everybody's finding the website okay?
Yes.
I got some quizzes up for you guys for next week. I think I now have 3 up. I want to check that to make sure. Are there 3? Good. So let me see if I can do it from memory. One is what I call a Chapter 1 quiz, which will make sense when we do today. Chapter 1 in quotes. It's kind of like the beginning of the course. Some nuts and bolts to kind of learn about and tighten down before we move on. One of those quizzes is that. One of the quizzes I call a primer. There's not a whole lot of math in this course. You did, whatever the last math class you took, you did more math in that class than you'll do in this course. I mean, precious little mathematics in this course. But you'll think probably a lot more in this course than you ever did in any math course you took before. But that little tiny bit of math that we do, I want to make sure that you guys know well. And things like changing fractions to percentages, changing decimals to fractions, figuring out in a block of numbers how many are less than a certain value, and things like that. Solving very, very basic equations, little things like that. So I made a little primer quiz that has like a little bit of those skills in there. I got one posted for this week. I'll probably post one again for the following week, just because some of those skills, like changing fractions to percentages and things like that, that might not be something that you're up on, but it's something we kind of deal with all the time around here. So just heads up about that. So there's a third one. Oh yeah, there's a third one. Somebody sent me a link to one of those Facebook things came through. It's an Obamacare Obamacare enrollment graph from the news, and I was like, this is perfect. I mean, timely and perfect. I've got another one similar to that we're going to slap up for next week. So just interesting. It's great being in a math class where you have to decide what to talk about in class because there's so much, rather than trying so hard to make you believe the math is important. It's almost like the math is knocking down the door. Learn me first. So, do you have to do all 3 of those?
No.
Do you have to do 2 of them?
No.
Do you have to do 1 of them? So you don't have to do any of them, do you? No, you don't. You don't have to do any of those next week at all. Who might do at least 1 of them, maybe? Yeah. Because, if you don't have to do them, why would you do them? Trey's going to do all 3.
For practice?
Well, go. Excellent practice. I mean, that's what the reason I put them up there is so if you guys want feedback on how you're doing, you've got the feedback machine there ready for you to go. But for more of a punitive reason, what do you have to do eventually? 100 points. 100 points worth, 10 quizzes by the end of the term. By the end of the term. That counts as one of them, the one you just turned in, FYI. So you've got 1 in, yay, boom. So you got 9 left to do. So you could do 3 next week, you know, but the idea is you have to do 10. Can you do more than 10?
Yes.
Of course, you do as many as you want. Hey, Rob, got no seat for you? This might happen again today just because I have to sort out the wait list again. So, oh yeah, grab mine. Oh, it's got wheels. Good brother. So, we'll sort out I gotta take roll one more time. We'll deal with that in a minute. I keep spitting great skin. Wash that down. So, anyway, wash that down real quick.
Apple.
Now you can watch the oxidation happen. Oxygen is so nasty to apples, it starts turning brown. So cool. What else? I guess that's it for right now. Any questions you guys have for me before we get into today? You found the website, I'm guessing. You did the quiz, yay, that's good. Saw the class video was linked, although it wasn't, it's pretty boring. This video will be more interesting because we're actually doing some stuff today in class, as opposed to just reading off the syllabus. Cool? All right, let's have at it then. So today, oh goodness,